travel, and mystery come to life. My name is Director Brown, and I'm so glad you're here. Well, seem to have a perplexing case, and I need your help. Can you be so kind to help me out? Without your help, I don't know if we'll be able to solve it. All right, I'll tell you some more, but we have to do this in a secret place. Follow me. Watch your step. Okay, perfect. Sit down. I'll tell you some more. Currently, right now, it seems like a very valuable item has disappeared from Europe. I need you help to figure out where it's at and who took it. Okay. Actually, report just came in. I might have some information for you. Look at the screen. Currently, this is the team. Kelly, Jimmy, Aaron, and Natalie. They'll help you throughout the case. Look for them around. If you find all of them, put down exactly where they all are. And maybe, just maybe, I might get you a prize. Ah, this is the person. It is a suave, fashion aficionado, Stanley Reader himself. He travels the globe nabbing precious fashion from around the world. And he's so good at it that it's hard for authorities to capture him. It seems like he's made the fashion world awestruck by how good he is. We need your help to solve the case. It appears that this valuable item was stolen. It's a crown jewel of, pun intended, a very famous country. Can you tell me which country it is? This country also is known for these two other hats. I'll give you a few seconds. Think you got it? Let's find out. All right, welcome to England. Yes, you got it. So this is the Buckingham Palace. It's home to the British monarchs and is one of the most famous in the world. Not only is this a large palace and has famous guards, as you see right there, but this palace is bigger than you probably know. It has 775 rooms. Can you dig it? Let's see. According to our reports, it has 19 staterooms, 52 royal guest rooms, 188 staff bedrooms, and 92 offices and 78 bathrooms. It's a lot of rooms for a small family, but it's all good. Yes, and it also has been around for centuries. So if you ever want to get hopefully a glance of the King of England, that's probably the most likely place to find him. We're also at the Stonehenge, which is out further from any major city. And Stonehenge is known for being about 5,000 years old. Archaeologists and historians can't determine exactly how the people who built Stonehenge, which is a circle of stones and stones on top of the stones, were able to move those stones to where they are and then set them up. Some stones are said to be as heavy as 5 elephants. 5! Yes. Quite impressive, if I do say so myself. Then there's the Big Ben. Big Ben is actually the clock, if you believe it or not. The clock right there, and has been around for quite some time as well. And since 1859, and it's 315 feet high and 96 meters tall, whichever one you prefer. It's famous for being accurate, and it's also famous for its Gothic architecture. So, definitely for sure, keep your eyes out for the Big Ben if you're ever in London. Okay, this just in. It appears that our Mr. Reader has gotten away and he's not in this city any longer. I need your help. Okay, got a clue. Okay. Throw it up. Ooh. Before we do that, there's some nice tasty things called fish and chips. So talk about fried fish, what they call chips and we call French fries, some dips, and you got fish and chips. Fish and chips is so popular that during World War II, It was one of the few items that wasn't rationed, meaning you could eat as much as you want. Yes, yes, quite popular. Said to be created by the working class hundreds of years ago, and it's still a popular delicacy to this day. Okay, now for that clue. What country has the largest art museum in the world? Which one do you think? Is it Canada, United States, Germany, or France? Put your guesses in chat. Think you got it? All right. The answer is France. This is the Louvre. Louvre is the largest art museum in the world. Not only is it the largest in the world, it has some pretty famous stuff. Originally, it was a fortress, then in 1700s converted into an art museum. But not only that, it is the place where you can find the Mona Lisa among hundreds of others famous artwork. So, let's go. To France it is. Welcome to France. France is known for the Eiffel Tower. Not only is the Eiffel Tower super famous and one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, the Eiffel Tower was actually controversial when it was being built. When it was being built in 1889, it was one of the first iron type of structures of its size. There was a lot of controversy and criticized for its design. But guess what? Now that it is created, it's now one of the most recognizable, as I said, landmarks in the world. So thus, families, kids, adults, when you put your mind to something good, keep going. Then we got the Tour de France. Tour de France not only is one of the most famous bicycle races in the world, which started in 1903, but it's one of the 3 Grand Tours, meaning it's one of the top races of its kind in the Grand Tour races. It's where you have a whole bunch of cyclists who will travel for 3 weeks through not only the countryside, but the mountains of France to get the top prize. Spectators from around the world come to see them do it. Then you got Fashion Week. Fashion Week is not just in Paris, but New York, London, and Milan. But it showcases the latest collections of fashion. And one of the key things about this is this Fashion Week, which is biannual, will impact the designs and the things that people will wear around the world. Is top notch for sure. Ooh, I'm not sure if you had this, but if you had this nice buttery flaky pastry called croissant, which was first created in Austria in the 19th century, then you've had a piece of France. The croissant not only is layered with dough and butter, and which allows it to make that flakiness, but it also has that nice crescent shape, which is famous around the world. If you haven't had it, I recommend you get some at your next breakfast or lunch. Ooh, okay. It appears that France is not the last place for us to go. We still must find this crafty man and that crown jewel of a crown. Okay. What city doesn't use cars? Is it Vancouver, Vienna, Venice, or Virginia Beach? Which city doesn't use cars? If you said Venice, you are correct. This city in Italy does not use cars. You have to use boats, either by like taxis of some sort or the bridges to get across around the city. One of the most famous cities in the world and romantic for those who are married. Okay, here we go. Now we're in the Colosseum, Italy. Not only Italy is famous for so many different things, but the Colosseum is like the ancient version of a stadium, like where you watch football or basketball. This is where gladiators would fight either other warriors or animals, and an entertainment spectacle. Tens of thousands can fit in the original design of the Colosseum, and is now a tourist attraction that you could witness if you ever get a chance to go to Rome. Then there's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's about 4 degrees at a lean, and it was said when it was originally built that the sand that it was being built upon was softer on one side than the other, thus causing a lean. Because that lean exists, it has now created its own uniqueness, thus becoming the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Then, if you're in Italy, you gotta recognize that Italians are very, very well renowned for making exotic cars. Exotic cars such as Maserati, Ferrari, and Lamborghini come from or are designed in this country. One of the cool things about these vehicles is that they push the limits of speed, elegance, and design. And they are super, super pricey, but they are worth the investment if you get a chance to buy one. And you can't enjoy Italy without pizza. Pizza is said to have come from the city of Naples in Italy. Not only is pizza a little bit different than it is here in the United States, but pizza is used as you could tell, is not cut up like we typically eat it, but is one round pie with sauce, cheese, and a light amount of toppings, which can be done and eaten self-serve. Yes, I've been told, I haven't had it, but I've been told that the pizza in Italy tastes amazing. So definitely, if you get a chance, agents, make it there to try some pizza. There he is. Awesome. Perfect. So glad that we were able to find him. Seemed like he was doing a little tour of himself in Venice. Okay, we'll send some agents over there and to capture him. Thank you so much. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to capture this case. All right. Well, this concludes our mystery for today. Visit us at www.thelandmarkkids.com to learn more about different cases that families and children and schools across the country are being able to utilize monthly, where they get a chance to solve a case in different countries around the world. And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We always love to have good followers. All right, agents, I'll see you next week. Stay tuned for more mysteries. And this is Detective Brown, signing off.